Hey there, trade enthusiasts. Let's dive into the world of international commerce with none other than the Oracle of Omaha himself, Warren Buffett. Back in 2003, Buffett proposed a system of import certificates. Picture this: American companies export their goods and earn these fancy certificates based on the value of their exports. Now, if another country wants to sell their products in the US, they need to buy these certificates. It's like a golden ticket to the American market. This system aimed to directly link imports to exports, theoretically bringing trade into balance. Think of it like a seesaw. Right now the US imports more than it exports, so the seesaw is tilted. Buffett's idea was to level the playing field. By requiring importers to purchase certificates, it would make importing more expensive, potentially reducing those imports and balancing the trade seesaw. It's a clever idea, but would it actually work? Well, some experts argue that it could be a bureaucratic nightmare. Imagine the paperwork. Managing this system, ensuring fairness, and preventing loopholes could be a real headache. Plus, there's always the risk of unintended consequences like driving up prices for consumers. Now, let's switch gears and talk about another approach to trade. Donald Trump's reciprocal tariffs. This one's all about fighting fire with fire. The basic idea is that if another country slaps tariffs on American goods, the US will retaliate with tariffs of their own. It's a you punch me, I punch you back approach to international trade. The goal? To protect American industries from what the Trump administration saw as unfair competition. If a country tries to undercut American businesses with cheap imports, the US would hit back with tariffs to make those imports more expensive. The idea is to discourage other countries from imposing tariffs in the first place, creating a level playing field. However, critics argue that this approach often backfires. Instead of promoting free and fair trade, it can ignite trade wars. These tit-for-tat tariffs can escalate quickly, hurting businesses and consumers on both sides. Suddenly that fancy foreign cheese or that high-tech gadget from overseas becomes way more expensive. And as prices rise, consumers feel the pinch. Fast forward to 2025. The global economy is still recovering from various shocks, and trade tensions remain high. So, how would Buffett's import certificates and Trump's reciprocal tariffs fare in this environment? Buffett himself has called his import certificate idea gimmicky. While he still believes it's better than the current US trade policy, he acknowledges its complexities. In today's interconnected world, implementing such a system could be even more challenging. Tracking the flow of goods and managing certificates across borders would require immense coordination and could be vulnerable to manipulation. Reciprocal tariffs, on the other hand, have already shown their potential for disruption. The trade war between the US and China in the late 2010s and early 2020s demonstrated how quickly these measures can escalate, harming businesses and consumers. While they might offer short-term protection for specific industries, the long-term consequences for global trade and economic stability are significant. So, where do we go from here? Both Buffett's import certificates and Trump's reciprocal tariffs highlight the importance of balanced trade. When one country consistently imports far more than it exports, it can create economic imbalances and tensions. But instead of resorting to complex schemes or retaliatory measures, we need to focus on policies that promote fair and mutually beneficial trade. This means investing in education and infrastructure to boost American competitiveness, negotiating trade deals that benefit both developed and developing countries, and fostering a spirit of cooperation rather than confrontation. Trade, when done right, has the power to lift people out of poverty, drive innovation, and create a more prosperous world for everyone. Let's work together to make that happen, and don't forget to drop a comment below with your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the wild world of economics.